Good morning, everyone. As you may be aware, I was at a really exciting conference last week called Expert Empires, put together by the brilliant Nick James, and I have learned a number of things over those 2 days, and I've also been reminded of a few things. And you know, when you already know something, you've already heard it, but you haven't quite taken action on it yet, or you've taken action but there's more to come, you know, there's like an extra layer of work for you to do, then maybe the way that a new person says it is really going to ignite your thinking. And the phrase that I'm particularly referring to during Grant Cardone's brilliant speech was exchange with people who want to change. And I love that, because as a business owner, it brings so much clarity. But for you, it can bring you so much clarity and space in your life. So ask yourself for a moment, are you exchanging with people that want to change? If you're not, this is what it probably feels like. You're having the same conversations with friends who don't seem to follow your advice. You're having the same conversations with team members or your boss, and it just doesn't seem to be going in. And like I said, you know, exchange with people that want to change is not new to me, but the way that it was put, it's so succinct, it's just a perfect reminder. So I've done a really good job in my life of removing connections or limiting my time with people that don't want to change. Unfortunately, some of those people are quite close in my life, but I physically can't spend so much time around them because they bring me down. And having this level of awareness has really helped my happiness, my energy, my level of success in my business. And an example of that would be the friend who always complains that they're overweight, but they never do anything about it. Their answer to being overweight is to continue with exactly what they have been doing to get themselves to the point of being overweight, except they just talk about it a lot more. That drives me crazy. I can't be around those people anymore. And if you are one of those people in my life and this is what you do, this would be why you haven't seen me for a while. I just can't tolerate it anymore. I don't want to talk to people that are in a job and their main job is actually to complain about how bad that job is and not do anything about that job. There are so many ways that we can change. And I'm not talking about compromise here. I'm not talking about changing to please other people. I'm talking about change that gets you more and more connected to who you really are. At your core, in your heart, who are you really? You are someone perfect. And the closer that you can get to that perfect version of you, because there is only one, when you stop trying to be like everybody else, when you stop settling for what you are assuming are your finite results. You know, I don't want to settle for living in the house that I live in. I don't want to settle for the level of fun that I have in my life. I don't want to settle for the number of people that I can help. I don't want to settle for the amount of people that I can pick up when I'm feeling a bit low and ask for support. I don't want to settle for any of those things. Why should I? It's tempting though. It's really tempting, because when you want to change, when you want to break out of that comfortable place that you're currently in, it requires a little bit of courage. It doesn't require masses of courage, it requires a little bit. But here's the kicker. When you procrastinate and you become one of those people that just complains and talks about the thing that you really want to change, I really want to change that, but you don't actually change it, you're creating distance between you and the thing that you want, but you're also making it a whole lot harder to get there. You're also increasing the requirement for the amount of courage that you need to get there. So the quicker you do something about it, the better. The quicker you reach out and ask for help, the better. I love people that instant message me and say, can you help me with this? I have a problem. Of course. Doesn't mean I have to sell them a program. No, I can point them to something on my website. I can give them a great quote that would be helpful for them. Maybe it's just a book that they need to read, or maybe just, you know, a 10-minute conversation with me is all they need. But they're taking action, and I really like to reward that. So if you're in a position where you think, oh God, I'm that complainer person, and I've been saying for a while that I'm not feeling fulfilled, that I always complain, I'm overwhelmed and I don't know where to start with this new idea, don't sit in that place. Stop it! Don't sit in that place. There are options. And I would really like you to take this one, which is to set up a call with me today. If you go to susieramroop.com/booking, you will be able to book a 1 hour slot with me. If I deduce in the first 3 minutes that you are a person that is not really willing to take any action, that call will not last an hour. It just won't. There's no point you talking to me. I am an action-taking kind of person. And I'd like that to be you too. If, however, I find that, you know what, I can really help this person and I am fully in this hour I commit my skills and abilities and experience to the person on the other end of the phone. And if that's all they need, great, that's all they'll get. But if, however, I think I can help that person, I'm going to offer to help that person. Now, my new way of working with people, well, not so new, I did it for the last 6 months and it's got incredible results, is in my mastermind structure. And I just love masterminds because if they're curated properly, so not someone who just throws any old person who's willing to pay into a group and coach them, that's not a mastermind in my opinion. True working masterminds is when you have a curator who can find like-minded and like-hearted people whose problems on the surface don't look to be the same, but characteristically and thematically they're exactly the same. Us women in particular have some very, very common struggles. Maybe you're someone that's not quite willing to admit them yet, but the benefit of a mastermind is that someone else is going to. Someone else is going to kick off a conversation that you maybe feel a bit embarrassed to start. And that's okay, because then you're in the safety of that group with the full support of that group, and it doesn't have to be you that goes first. My last wave of the mastermind, which was my first wave of a mastermind, was so precious to me. It was so important that the people in it felt safe, but they knew they were going to get challenged. They didn't sign up for a mastermind to stay the same. They exchanged their money with me because they wanted to change. They exchanged their time with me because they wanted to change. They exchanged their emotions with me because they wanted to change. And in the process, they got a really tight-knit group of support going on, not just from me, but from the other members in that group. Now, some of those members have gone ahead to go another round, start again next month. And they are just fabulous women, and I would love to invite you. It doesn't have to be just for women, but you do have to fit the criteria, which is that you are open, you are willing to take action. It might be baby actions, which is fine. You don't have to take massive leaps to change. But if you're going to exchange with us, you do have to want to change. And honestly, the benefit of working with me and those other people who are already signed up is insurmountable. Honestly, it is just the most powerful experience to share what is going on for you and have other people, not just the professional, going, oh my God, I feel exactly the same. Or that's exactly how I used to feel and this is what I did about it. And exchange those ideas that will get you to change. Sometimes you need to hear it from more than one person before you go, oh my God, I get it. I get it. Having a group that doesn't have your people pleasing at heart, they have your growth at heart. Having other women who can say, I'm willing to exchange with you because I know it's going to be my turn in a minute and you're going to help me right back. Having that sense of community in a completely closed group that is safe and only for you guys in it is just priceless. So if you would like to hear more about that mastermind, please book a call at susieramroop.com/booking. If you'd like to speak to the other members of that group, I can set that up too. Just message me. And I really hope that you do want to change. If you're still listening to this, you probably do want to change, but maybe you're a little bit fearful about what that's going to take. Here's the thing. Here's what I'm really good at. I will break all of this confusion and all of these ideas and all of this pressure down. Take the pressure right off and find the one action that you need to do between now and the next session. And I guarantee you will be coming back to that next session relieved, elated that you took the action, and blown away by how something so simple could have made such a massive impact in your life. So again, if you want to book a call with me, I urge you to do so. You can do that at www.susieramroot.com/booking. I look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care.